Okay, let's go through the parametric equation. So of course, the very first thing that we must know that the normal type of equation that we are seeing, like for example, y equal to x squared, they are known to be Cartesian equation. So what is the meaning of parametric? Parametric equation just means I express y in terms of a third variable. Let's just say the third variable is known to be t. Then after that, I also need to express x because must have y and x. So this part is Cartesian, y equal to x squared. Then for parametric just means y equal to t, then x is equal to, for example, t squared minus t. So these two things is known to be a parametric equation. So of course, the t that you see these, they are known to be parameter. Okay, so let's take a look at one example to see what is actually happening. So we are given a curve that has a parametric equation of x equal to t squared minus 2t, y equal to t plus 1. So we are asked to sketch the parametric equation for t is more or equal to 0, less or equal to 4. So this is something like a domain like that. Okay, so when we do the sketching of the parametric equation, nevertheless, right, the so-called axis will still be y, and the axis here will still be x. So when I plot, so for example, let's just say I want to plot it manually now. Then later I use the GC to solve. So since they say t is more or equal to 0, so I sub in 0 first. So t equal to 0. So you sub in 0, right, you notice that the x value is 0, and of course the y value is 1. So means it's at this point. Then of course sub in another t value 1, where t is equal to 1, right? Then you sub inside the x value, you notice that the x is negative 1, then the y is positive 2, because 1 plus 1, 2, right? So negative 1, positive 2, meaning it's at this point. So this is negative 1, and this part is positive 2. And then you do it again also. For example, right, you sub in t equal to 2, you realize that your x value is 0, then your y value is 3, so it's right here. Then of course I sub in 3 and 4 So x, when t is equal to 3, so 3 squared, 9, 9 minus 6 is 3, then the y value will be 4. So meaning that the coordinate we are looking at is 3, 4, which is this point, so this part. Okay, and last but not least, the t go to 4, right? So let's just say I want to sub t go to 4, so 16 minus 8, which is just 8. Then for y value, or the y coordinate, will be 5. So it's 8, 5. So these are all the values that we are looking at. So of course, this part will be here. So you just need to connect the graph. So it's like a, like this shape like that. So this is how we deal with a parametric equation. So all these coordinates, nevertheless, is still x and y. Just that now I introduce a new thing called a parameter. Okay, so this is the sketching part using the manual. So let's see how do we actually use GC to sketch a parametric equation. So let's just say I go here. Okay, so let's look at this part. So meaning, for example, so let's just say I go to mode, then you need to go to the parametric part. So here, enter, then you go back to y. So let's just say I sketch t, wait, give me a moment, let me just go back. So my x is t squared minus 2t, my y is t plus 1, right? So x is t squared minus 2t, t squared minus 2t. Then this, then the y is t plus 1, t plus 1. And then you just need to graph it. But of course, when you do the graphing, just go back to the window, because they say t is more equal to 0, less or equal to 4. So you need to do a bit of changing of the window. So window, right, then you see there's a t minimum, t maximum. So 0 is correct. Then the t max, I just put 4. Then of course you graph it again. So that is the new graph. So that is how we actually use use a GC to sketch a parametric equation. So that is for this GC. Okay, then with this, right, so of course the part 2, we are asked to determine the Cartesian equation of C. So how do I go from a parametric equation to Cartesian? Very simple. By one look, you just need to make t the subject. Then after that, you can get rid of the t already. So with this, I simply just make t the subject for y, right? So t is equal to y minus 1. Then I go back to the x parametric, right? So it's x equal to t. I do a bit of factorization. So t minus 2. So what we can do, right, just, you see all the t's, just put here. So the t here is just y minus 1, then y minus 1 minus 2, right? Y minus 1, sorry, minus 2. So this will lead you to have a x equal to y minus 1, y minus 3. Then of course you just need to simplify to get the Cartesian. So you can see that now from parametric, I become a Cartesian equation already, because it's now in terms of x and y only, without the third parameter t.